Four's been the favoured double for many of the players, but not today.
Game shot on the first leg, Kevin Dowling.
And 50 darts.
Dowling's already finished on this side of the board already as he looks at double 16. Big dart in this match.
32. Lee Yukar,
Yeah, it's
20.
like the first leg all over again, isn't it? Schuhen gets the opportunity, and this time he takes it, and that could be a turning point in the contention.
56.
Does
Kevin
find a
Yukar,
36 in
9.
the end, but not to win the leg.
And usually the hard part is that dart there, but it's plumb in the middle for two darts at double
Game shot
four.
on the
Ballpark.
$140. Kevin Yukar, 10.
And that 140 probably made the decision for Kevin, who did have the option of going for two double four, but that's a great marker for this desired target.
Game shot on the match, Kevin Dowling.
Dowling does finally get the 2 points, but Adams doesn't. I think Adams just seems to focus on wherever the next game is. I'm sure
99.
he remembers every
Yukar,
single Lakeside
101.
match he played, but I think very similar to me. I just seem to forget who and when I've played, and this is much better from Adams. Leaves him 41, so look at a big 9. Let's see how his doubles are going. Double 16.
Game shot on the first leg.
Clinical
Martin
finish
Adams.
there. Adams already pinged this double 16 once today.
$16. Scott Yukar, 40.
Saw that little bit of a shake that we used to see in Martin Adams' throw there. I haven't seen him much this week, but you could just see him shaking a little
Game
bit.
shot on the second
And
leg.
Taylor has
Scott
hit two.
Taylor.
And I just feel that's what's in the mentality of Martin today.
Just for anyone at home wondering why Scott Taylor's chosen to leave 22 there, it's because he was on
41.
79
Scott
and
Yukar,
singles
22.
19 would have left 60. When had he gone for, say, treble 13, he would have been on a much more difficult finish. Had he missed the treble,
Game
he did
shot
hit
on
the
the
treble,
third leg. Scott
and he's hit the
Taylor.
double too.
Pain and helping him, support him financially to get his dreams of getting back to right where he wanted to be. I think
54.
it was a big knock for
Martin
him not being
Yukar,
in the
80.
Pro Tour. As Adam look at 80. Most important, I always think, make sure you hit the 20. The treble's the bonus, and he's going to have one dart at tops. He's been dropping low on tops this week.
Game shot on the
But
fifth
not
leg.
this time.
Martin Adams.
He did ping a lovely double top late.
Stop taking care with the dart and just think, I'll just throw it and it'll go in.
43.
It's lazy, Chris.
Scott Yukar, 57.
So focus on the 17. Don't even think of tops. That's 3 in a row now. So instead of having 2 darts at tops, but I do like that grimace.
Game
And
shot
I
on
think
the
that
match.
was
Scott Taylor.
all essential to a big, big win for the Fairies. I was thinking last night as I was doing a little
70.
preparation
Mike
for
Yukar, 82.
today. Is one of them going to just totally turn around their form? Adams on, so going to be disappointed as Mike Norton looks at a big 17 for tops. And a beautiful
shot on the
15
first
dart
leg.
opener for Mike Norton. What a He got away with it with the treble 19. And 46 is
29.
it's a nice finish
Mike
for us
Yukar,
for players
46.
because probably look at the 6 and the 10 and then you're right in the middle to leave double 18 and
Game shot on the third
just
leg.
by
Mike
keeping
Norton.
it simple. He's knowing routine first of all.
60. Mike
What we do
Yukar,
is set it up, but
18.
18 is not the greatest of finishes there, but with Robert on 78 and with that large point that might help
Game
him.
shot on the fourth
There's
leg. Mike
so many
Norton.
players who get a couple of trebles and the game is pretty much over.
100. Mike Yukar, 12.
So moving east. Double 6.
Game shot on
And
the
Robert
match. Mike
Rickwood.
Norton.
Well, he's ironed out in his own.
He's playing with doubles there, and I don't
Lee
understand that
Yukar,
one.
60.
That could be born out of frustration. Nishuan needs something. And something as simple as a 2-dart combo
Game shot on
could
the
be that
first
exact
leg.
thing.
Lee Yukar.
Maybe that is the moment I look back.
40. Scott Yukar, 40.
Just not up to the task. Scott Taylor will be feeling
Game
good.
shot on the third leg. Scott Taylor.
And he certainly pings our tops there because all of a sudden when you...
Really interesting times when
41.
We've had
Scott
a
Yukar, 101.
flash era of Fallon and Lisa Ashton dominating. All of a sudden, we've got 2 different women.
Double
Game
16.
shot on the fourth
And what
leg.
a
Scott
finish
Taylor.
that is from Scott Taylor. He's just beginning to...
That's why maybe on 107 you should start downstairs.
75.
If you miss-
Scott Yukar, 40.
Either side, you still got a shot.
And it's Scott Taylor who's been the impressive player of Group C so far.
Game
It's
shot
2 wins out of 2 for
Taylor.
Scott Taylor. He'd be feeling really good about himself. Magnanimous once again.
In
In
your
the
car,
opening
130.
conversation that he puts himself into winning positions. And don't be surprised if this 130 goes, because that would just be typical of the week for Robert.
Rickwood, you feel now has to hit. No two ways about it. And only 2 darts to go about it now. And only 1. And you can see he just looked a bit unsettled there. He hasn't
24.
taken it out, but what on earth was he looking at?
32.
Just take me home, country roads, he's thinking. Kevin Dowling, he can't believe his luck right now.
Game
He's
shot
played
on the
Lee
third
Stewart, who's
leg.
played like
Kevin
an absolute
Dowling.
lemon first game.
Well, choices. Went for double 19 twice.
34. Kevin Newcar, 40.
You can barely hit 1 double now. Relying on 2 there was always going to be tough.
Game shot
But it's a
on the match.
comprehensive 4-0 victory for Kev Dowling. He'd be thinking, what on earth is going on? I'm playing my C game, and I've played 2-1.
180, Adrian. He was. Are you having a laugh? Well, yeah, well, you've hit a 180 and we'll pan. We'll just see if Norton takes this out on double 16 first.
Game
Which he
shot on the
does.
first leg.
And
Mike
almost like that
Norton.
on demand, Adrian.
This will tell me an awful lot, this finish. He does find ways.
57.
It's usually down to
Mike
them types
Newcar,
of finishes there.
52.
I'm beginning to worry for Wolfie, because the way Mike Norton's playing, don't anticipate him missing this double 16. Just the way them darts sit, that is not ideal. Not ideal at all. He's having to go the opposite way to open the bed.
Game
but
shot on the
somehow-
third leg. Mike
So you're quite funny, aren't you?
I have my
80.
moments.
Mike Newcar, 62.
Well, this isn't funny for Martin Adams. He's facing a 4-0 defeat here. It's going to be 1 dart at double for Norton. He chooses double 16 and he
Game
pins
shot on
it.
the match.
And Mike Norton whitewashes Wolfie.
All they can do is just focus on the next game, that old adage.
140.
And
Robbie
sets up a
Newcar,
2-darter.
120.
And Rickwood, you just have no confidence when it comes down to the finishing. Is this the moment?
Game shot on the first
What
leg.
a
Robert
fantastic
Rickwood.
angle of dart. So, that
38.
just sums up the pair, and that exact finish there to 59 sums up their week. And when you're lacking in confidence, sometimes you go directly
Game
for
shot
a
on the
double.
third leg.
And
Robert
potentially, 6 double 16 would be better.
He was competitive in this
63.
game.
Leo
And
Carr,
suddenly it's just
71.
all slipping away from him. Double top.
Game
First
shot on
hold
the
of throw
fifth
goes
leg.
the way of
Lee
Lee
Stewart.
Stewart and Robert Rickwood.
Too good to him this week, but it's his go-to double as Robert Rickwood throws his best 3
140.
darts.
Leo Carr, 40.
Potentially his last 3 darts in this match, as the 2 friends
Game shot on the match.
finish the
Lee
game with
Stewart.
Lee Stewart just beginning to look more assured at the end of that match there. But Rob,
Tie up this top of the table tungsten tussle. Another one of those darts that's just lobbed in the general
69.
direction, Glenn.
Mike Newcar, 38.
trying to wait if that point is a help or a hindrance.
Game shot on the second leg. Mike Norton.
That last dart tells you. And love, it's treble 19, just short this time. What
139.
an
Mike Newcar,
important
72.
moment of this group. What an important moment of this match. And he's going to get 1 dart, a double top. Big dart,
Game shot on
big
the fourth
finish.
leg. Mike
Every
Norton.
question that's...
Scott Newcar, 65.
And I think Scott Taylor knows exactly what he's done wrong as he raises his eyebrows. You look at the bullseye here. Perfect dart, 2 darts at tops to get back in this game.
Game shot on the
Every
fifth leg.
time we
Scott
say
Taylor.
big dart, these 2 guys lose from here.
133. Mike Newcar, 56. Game shot on the
Fantastic match,
Mike Norton.
fantastic game between 2 brilliant players. Mike Norton, that was impressive. Up against Scott Taylor, who averaged. I didn't want to start smiling at him after the 4-0 drubbing. And he just looked at me and said, cheer up, you miserable get. He won't be smiling if this tops goes in by Dowling.
Game shot on the first leg. Kevin
That's
Dowling.
usually what happens.
Double 16 then. Plenty of space.
20.
He can't find it. And
Kevin
Kevin
O'Connor,
Dowling once
36.
again on this free roll Thursday gets darts at double 18 to lead 2-0 and break the throw. Double 9. In it
Game shot on the
goes.
second leg. Kevin Dowling.
Level 20 for Dowling. He could still do it with treble 17 in the bullseye. And what a killer blow this will be.
Game
wow.
shot on the third leg. Kevin
Ouch.
Dowling.
Look at Martin Adams. Look at those shoulders.
On that error by his opponent. Well, he can still do this. Martin is smarting, but he can still rescue himself here. And that's part of the equation.
65.
He can't complete the sum.
Kevin
And
O'Connor,
that
8.
kind of sums things up for Martin Adams.
Game shot on the
And it
match.
certainly
Kevin
does as
Dowling.
Kevin Dowling wins that game.
Explaining before. We were saying earlier that the spotter's not made any
79. Scott
mistakes,
O'Connor,
Glenn, but
10.
he needs to wake up here, doesn't he?
Game shot on the first leg. Scott Taylor.
Scott Taylor's certainly woken up. We do.
Yeah, I think he could have improved over the years, and it was just nice to see him play like that, and hopefully he kicks on from here.
Well, from what we've
60.
seen so
Scott
far, I
O'Connor,
would go as far to
95.
say that there are 5 players that I would not be surprised to see win the title. And that's without seeing 3 players. Look at this. Oh, brilliant.
Game shot on the second
Absolutely
leg.
brilliant.
Scott
3
Taylor.
great darts.
25.
You
Scott
can see that the
O'Connor,
flight left a
69.
lot of the bed covered. Of course, that's not an obstruction. You can go through it, but optically, it doesn't help, does it?
And that's why that camera angle is absolutely fantastic, as Scott Taylor looks for 24.
Game shot on the fourth leg. Scott Taylor.
Leaves double 18. As Rickwood gets 1 dart, this time it's a double 10. Sums
52.
up his
Scott
week.
O'Connor, 36.
Well, even hitting tops there inadvertently probably left him feeling a little bit of
Game
discomfort.
shot on the match.
And he'll be
Scott
feeling
Taylor.
certainly disappointment because Scott Taylor has stumped him for 1.
With a
O'Connor,
180,
5.
put the pressure on Adams, but didn't fulfill what he needed to do. And Adams still playing about with
Game
these
shot on the
doubles.
first leg. Martin
And he
Adams.
wasn't sure that was in.
85 required. Oh no, now needs to find treble 17. Gets it, now needs to find double 16. Gets
Game shot
it,
on the
what a
third leg.
response.
Martin
The real
Adams.
Martin Adams has stood up. Much improved by Martin Adams. Maybe not in terms of the standard, but just in terms of
140.
the kind
Leo
of
Carr, 25.
mentality the bottle he's shown in this, particularly that previous finish.
Game shot on the fourth leg. Lee Shewan.
With double 7, you're first and foremost thinking if I split
98.
it,
Leo Carr, 14.
I'm in deep problems, and sometimes you're going to be a little bit afraid to go for it.
Game
He
shot on
certainly
the
wasn't
sixth
afraid
leg.
there.
Lee Shewan.
So first 3-3.
It'll all seem pretty pointless if Adams puts this in. Double 10. Oh,
shot.
wrong bed. Sums it
Leo
up in
Carr,
1 dart.
16.
Sums his whole week up in 1 dart. And Lee Shewan, just a little bit of composure required. Big exhale of breath is what's required right
Game
now.
shot on the match.
And what
Lee
a
Shewan.
final. Dart at double 8. Oh, this is a big dart in this contest already.
16. Kevin O'Connor, 16.
And now we're seeing 2 players unbeaten, realising what the opportunity is here with a victory. And the experience of Dowling
Game shot on the first leg.
might come
Kevin
to the fore
Dowling.
because
100. Mike O'Connor, 20.
Well, again, the reason I like treble 16 route is because I'm more likely to
Game
miss
shot
the
on
big
the
number
third leg.
completely.
Mike
So
Norton.
might make life a little bit easier.
and
Mike
get through
O'Connor,
that.
82.
And we like to hear 82 because it gives us the opportunity, that big target there for a 17. And for the match. And what a finish.
Game shot on the
Comprehensive
match.
victory
Mike
there from
Norton.
Mike Norton, who's had so many.
Fails to land the double. So Rickwood returns, looking at tops.
Game
And
shot
he
on the
pins
first
it like he's
leg.
been
Robert
doing it all day,
Rickwood.
no problem at all. That is not the case.
The ball.
94. Martin O'Connor, 9.
That'll just settle him down. Nice, perfect dart in the big
Game
one.
shot
And
on
so
the
often
third
when you
leg.
see it go
Martin
dead
Adams.
centre.
A lot of fans there.
And he's playing well again all of a sudden, isn't he, Ryan
Yeah.
Searle?
94.
Oh, double
Mark
10
Newcar,
for
20.
Adams to get ahead. Remember, he led 3-0 in his last match against Lee Shewan. How different it could have been if he'd just got over the line in that one. Because
Game
if he
shot on
did
the
that
fifth
and then
leg.
got over the line
Martin
in this
Adams.
one, suddenly away.
$100.
You built it up,
Martin
but,
Newcar,
but it's
52.
not the case. But it's Adams on 52. Fat 20 to start. The two darts at his favoured double 16.
Game
And it's
shot on the
Martin
match.
Wolfie
Martin
Adams who finally gets 2 points on the board. With the joking Robert Rickwood, and then you
69.
move on. But
Kevin Newcar,
yeah, fabulous.
64.
Loved it, Chris.
Well, maybe old teammates, but enemies on the hockey here.
Game shot on the first leg.
And
Kevin
Kevin Dowling just keeps having the knack of hit it, failed to hit it. But Taylor
35.
fails to take out
Kevin
tops.
Newcar, 25.
And Dowling can pull 3 clear and 1 away here.
Game shot on the third
Superb
leg.
stuff.
Kevin
From, I say
Dowling.
superb stuff. It's just steady away stuff from Kevin Dowling.
Kevin Newcar, 2.
To end a mad match in the madhouse.
Game shot on the
And
match.
it's
Kevin Dowling.
Kevin Dowling who eventually falls over the line. An uncharacteristically below par display.
Has been the
20.
finish
Mike Newcar, 85.
of this week 4. And I thought that was a guarantee.
And it was his last finish in his last match yesterday. The ball.
Game shot on the first leg.
Boom.
Mike Norton.
Mike Norton produces a fabulous finish after Shewan.
It's not good enough. They're the chances you have to take.
And for this man, it has been free and easy.
No score.
We
Leo
can't
Carr, 10.
Make 3 look easy.
This match is a little scruffy right now. Just get the 2 points and get yourself back to your
Game shot
hotel.
on the
That's
second
exactly what
leg.
Lee
Lee
Shewan will be.
And the ball.
139. Mike Newcar,
Whistled
40.
pass. The button. But now Norton looks back at tops,
Game
nails
shot on the
it.
fourth leg.
Shewan
Mike Norton.
He's on the brink of losing this one. It's required. And it's 2 darts. At double 8. And he
Game
just
shot on
won't
the
go
sixth
away.
leg. Lee Shewan.
Is that the
Newcar,
only chance
68.
he gets? It's the only match dart that Mike Norton has faced today. He's going to get one himself. He opts for tops.
48.
That
Leo
was
Carr,
for
36.
a perfect day. This is to prevent it.
Game
And
shot
Lee
on the
Shewan
match. Lee Shewan.
Has saved himself.